Can you guys hear me? Do we have a sound check? Is my microphone working? Everything nice? Nice. Okay, so we got the Obsidian Power is a YouTuber. Let me see if I can show you guys. You guys see his YouTube channel? Yeah, wind sound. This is actually him picking up 3i Atlas right now. So he's already talked a little bit about it, and there are news about 3i Atlas. There's a lot that we already know about 3i Atlas, and we also know is that we've been having lots of sightings since then. This is one of the reasons I decided to go live, because there's been so many updates that it's actually hard to keep up with when it comes to 3i Atlas. It's a really peculiar situation. I don't think this is can't hear you, sir. Oh shoot. Okay, wait. Can you guys hear me by any chance? Is microphone working? Okay, let's try this. Yeah, no. Is the microphone working? Okay, wait. Okay, so it's working, but it's really low. Cool. Is it better now? I always have microphone problems on YouTube on live stream. Yes. Okay. So no, if you guys want, I can make it louder. I have no idea if it's. I think it's right now. It's cool. Okay. So right now we got a lot of updates on 3 Atlas. Right. We were listening to Dubsonian Power YouTube channel. He's got a lot of information on it. He's one of the guys who's been taking pictures of this thing, and he's on it. He's onto it. So as soon as this thing shows up, I think he's already got a few pictures. And there's updates. Is it an alien craft? Is it not an alien craft? Right. So we already know a few things about 3 Atlas. And the crazy thing is, a lot of sightings have been happening since then. Meteors, comets. I guess this is a very special moment. This is a very peculiar place in the universe. Can you guys hear me? Do we have a sound check? Is my microphone working? Everything nice? Nice. Okay, so we got the Obsidian Power is a YouTuber. Let me see if I can show you guys. You guys see his YouTube channel? Yeah, wind sound. This is actually him picking up 3i Atlas right now. So he's already talked a little bit about it, and there are news about 3i Atlas. There's a lot that we already know about 3i Atlas, and we also know is that we've been having lots of sightings since then. This is one of the reasons I decided to go live, because there's been so many updates that it's actually hard to keep up with when it comes to 3i Atlas. It's a really peculiar situation. I don't think this is can't hear you, sir. Oh shoot. Okay, wait. Can you guys hear me by any chance? Is microphone working? Okay, let's try this. Yeah, no. Is the microphone working? Okay, wait. Okay, so it's working, but it's really low. Cool. Is it better now? I always have microphone problems on YouTube on live stream. Yes. Okay. So no, if you guys want, I can make it louder. I have no idea if it's. I think it's right now. It's cool. Okay. So right now we got a lot of updates on 3 Atlas. Right. We were listening to Dobsonian Power YouTube channel. He's got a lot of information on it. He's one of the guys who's been taking pictures of this thing, and he's on it. He's onto it. So as soon as this thing shows up, I think he's already got a few pictures. And there's updates. Is it an alien craft? Is it not an alien craft? Right. So we already know a few things about 3 Atlas. And the crazy thing is, a lot of sightings have been happening since then. Meteors, comets. I guess this is a very special moment. This is a very peculiar place in the universe that we're probably in. Okay, so let's jump into what we were. So this is basically one of the YouTubers live streaming right now. He's basically waiting for 3 Atlas, and this is the live feed, which you can actually hear, I guess, from space. So we got that, and we got a lot of people, again, a lot of sightings happening. So what's really weird about all of this is that these sightings have been happening up. I'm pretty sure 3 Atlas is most likely just a comet, an Oumuamua type comet, but there's a lot of strange things about it. And there are people who know more about the topic that are now coming out and actually speaking more about the topic, about 3 Atlas. And what we hear about it is that it's a special comet.
It's time to ask more of our browser. Hey Copilot, adjust all these recipes for 7 guests and combine them into one cooking schedule. Also, I'm out of milk.
Here's a cooking schedule scaled for 7 guests and also milk-free.
Freedom.
Your personal finances start with you, but they support your entire home team. With Thrivent,
Pretty cool video was posted 20 minutes ago by ProPixel Video Analysis and Research, and he actually captured something pretty amazing with wide phosphor night vision scope. And this is pretty amazing. Whatever it is he caught in space, it deserves attention, and it's got like 22 likes. So this is something I'm pretty sure is gonna eventually get a lot of attention. We got something in Moscow a few days ago, yesterday. October 27th. Mysterious bright green object flew over the city, and there's a bunch of videos of this thing. So people are, of course, connecting this somehow to 3 Atlas, and I'm not sure how, but the amount of comets and meteors we've been seeing in the past few months, it's amazing. It's been also amping up. Even comet, we've been seeing more of these things too. Question is 3 Atlas an alien comet, or is it not? We got AV Loeb on the Joe Rogan show talking about it, which is pretty interesting. And we got a video that is, well, former governor of Nuevo Leon, Jaime Rodriguez, posted on his official Facebook account a series of impressive recordings that show an orange orb. And this is the full video, I guess. We're going to be taking a look at it in a few seconds. This is... Yeah, there's actually a few videos. This is a guy who says he worked at NASA, and he talks about 3 Atlas and what he believes it may actually be. So I will check him up right now. We're going to watch this video together because I haven't watched it fully. Someone sent it to me. And if you want to send me videos, that is possible channel. Just send it over through the comment section right now. I'll be sure to take a look at it. But if you want to send it over by email, videos, information, pictures, thatimpossiblechannel@gmail.com. So, can't hear you, James. Your volume is still low. Okay, so. Is it better now, guys? Is the audio better now? Just audio is fine. Yeah, they're watching this live. So do I still have to turn up the mic?
Stories about what all is going on with 3i Atlas. Hello, I'm Dr. Gregory Rogers. I used to be a flight surgeon for the...
Just one last time. Is my audio good? We're going to listen now to this guy talk about 3i Atlas, which is a pretty interesting video. Yeah, can you guys hear me? Cool. All right, so let's go into this.
United States Air Force and for NASA, Chief of Aerospace Medicine. Hello, I'm Dr. Gregory Rogers. I used to be a flight surgeon for the United States Air Force and for NASA, Chief of Aerospace Medicine at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. One thing that I would like to address right now is that there are so many stories and competing stories about what all is going on with 3i Atlas. So I want to add my 2 bits to it.
Sure.
I don't want to focus on all of the different strange anomalous things that so many other people have brought up, especially Dr. Avi Loeb. But I want to discuss just the chemistry.
Okay, so this is interesting because he's going to go into the chemistry, which is something that Avi Loeb and others went into, but not so much. So it's interesting because what he has to say is pretty down to earth. It's nothing difficult to understand, but it seems that he knows quite well what he's talking about. So let's take a look at it.
I worked with the space program. I knew about the chemistry of the space shuttle, the deep space satellites we were sending out, the Hubble space.
What? This guy says, this old guy is AI. No, that's not AI. It's AI can't generate like a 3-minute video, ongoing 3-minute video.
Telescope. Even the chemistry of Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 are well known. One of the characteristics of our spacecraft is that they have nickel alloys that they are made of. And the reason we chose to make these alloys useful for our spacecraft is because they are so adaptable to the space environment.
Okay.
Iron, on the other hand, is not. So we don't put iron into any of our spacecraft.
Makes sense.
Well, when we study the chemistry of 3i Atlas, one of the things that we see is that there's no iron there appreciably.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But there are nickel alloys that are very similar to the nickel alloys that we use in our spacecraft.
Okay, so how does he know that, and how do we know that? Does anyone know? Leave a comment. How do we know the composition of this comet? I mean, like, analyzing the light reflected and emitted by 3i Atlas, astronomers can determine its chemical composition. Cool. Okay, so
when the universe creates iron, it also creates nickel. And when it creates nickel, it creates iron. And so they are always found together. If you look in any asteroids, comets, interplanetary devices, or even the planets themselves, you're always going to see iron and nickel at the same time. We as humans have to go through a strong manufacturing process to separate the nickel from the iron. And then once we have the nickel separated, we can use special processes to create the nickel alloys that we use in our spacecraft. But when we study the 3i Atlas, we're seeing the same kind of nickel alloys that our spacecraft would give off if they were entering the solar system of some distant star and an intelligent life form there was monitoring our spacecraft. They would see these same kind of nickel alloys being given off by our Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 spacecraft.
Okay.
So when we see these kinds of things and people continue to say, oh, it's just a comet, it's a natural comet, except that it's not doing natural things.
Okay, so this is where right now what the information that we have of 3i Atlas is pretty important. Because we now have a full-on 50-50 division of people who think it's just a comet. And of course, they have their arguments. It makes sense. And there's people saying that it's not still. Because we already saw it. Apparently, we have news. We already have information of what this thing may actually be. And so we got... Let's take a look at this. This is what we have a lot of people, astronomers, posting this. So we got this guy, Truth Bros, posting, this was 4 hours ago. Perihelion has been reached. No sudden stops, no crazy turns, no change in trajectory. I wanted it to be an alien mothership, but it's just a rock. This is one take. And then if you continue on, there's more interesting things about this. You're passing by the sun. So this account posted this 4 hours ago too. So it's interesting how you have two different opinions. 3 Atlas past perihelion, nothing happened. Normally, this is the moment when comets put on their most dramatic show as solar heat strikes their icy cores. Ices sublimate, gas vents erupt, and twin tails. In other words, it should be a light show. It's passing by the sun, and it shows up as a rock, or should I say, a spaceship? I'm not sure. So this is a moment of chaos, light, and transformation, according to this guy and apparently some other astronomers. But not this time. Nothing happened. No bright flare, no visible outgassing, no tail, just a faint stable trajectory, as if it ignored the sun entirely. So there's two sides of the story, right? So this thing ignores the sun, it's going at its normal trajectory, so what now? It's still acting kind of strange. Let's see what this guy has to say.
When we look at the chemistry alone, this is a very troublesome aspect of what we see. If these are nickel alloys being used for 3I Atlas for the same reasons that we would use it for our satellites and space probes, then that means somebody manufactured it, because iron should be there and it's not.
So what he's basically saying is that someone manufactured 3I Atlas. It may be behaving some.
Why is everyone using Ninja transfers?
Ninja transfers is definitely killing them. The quality, I mean, the design came out crisp.
I hit up my boys at Ninja Transfers, and yes, they do send you single packs, so no minimum, very cheap, very fast, and like I said, it makes the job a lot easier.
Like, I mean, you can't even tell this is a DTF. I'm gonna end up ordering order for myself. They're real smooth.
I see that there's no dye migration, so when they say crisp, bright whites, I love that peel. It's literally crisp, bright whites.
You're gonna check it out. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute.
I think it turned out awesome. This shirt, it's just, like I said, it's just a normal Hanes polyester t-shirt. Ninja transfers, there's no minimum order, so I bought 5 of each. And I'm not sponsored by Ninja Transfers. I literally saw them on Instagram. So congratulations, it worked. Your ad worked.
The colors on this, like, it's crazy. And when you feel it, it really feels like it's part of the shirt. It looks perfect.
As you can see, man, I did these with Ninja Transfers. The quality is immaculate. I mean, the quality is top notch. I mean, I don't know who's messing with these.
Told you guys, this is amazing.
Welcome to the UF.
What? There you go. That is not an airplane. So this is one of those drones that we've been seeing. No one knows what these things are. So Dr. Beatrice, let me see if I can find her here. Yeah. She's been online lately, busy talking about. Now this is not exactly what I wanted to see here. So she says how there are thousands of these things. I guess this is it.
There are 2 papers that are out right now that just cut both these papers. Let's start with as simple of a question as possible here. These lights in the sky from before Sputnik, were these artificial?
Wait, someone posted this. We're not easy to fool as in 2001. Can you guys actually see the comment there in the middle of the screen? Please leave a like or just give me a confirmation where you guys can see the comment in the screen, because this is my first time with this software. So I kind of agree with you, but at the same time, I do believe that aliens may exist. So I don't know what to say about that. I'm not sure if we're alone in the universe. That's it.
Artificial objects orbiting Earth before we were ever in space?
From what we see, these kind of transients or flashes that you see, they have a very interesting feature. You usually get these kind of flashes when you have something that is very flat and very reflective, and in a, let's say, in a geosynchronous orbit at, let's say, 42,000 kilometers altitude.
Very flat, very reflective in
So she's basically saying they've captured thousands of these things in the sky. They show up, and now they're gone. And this was before Sputnik. It was before we actually went to space. So this is kind of interesting. What do you mean? There's thousands of things up there that are not supposed to be there, and they're not from our species. Is it something observing us? Is it something that was already there? So she has this pretty interesting theory that it's maybe reminiscence from an ancient civilization, which is a pretty interesting theory, taking into consideration all of those theories, the ancient Mayans, the Incas, the Egyptians. Anyways, it kind of goes in line with that, and it's pretty interesting.
Synchronous orbit, that doesn't sound
around the Earth,
natural,
yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes, and the funny thing is that we can show that there are solar reflections because there is a deficit of them in the Earth.
Yeah, so someone says, don't trust anyone. I totally agree with you. You should trust your instinct. That's what I say always. Not sure if you guys can see the comments actually, but I hope you do.
Shadow at these altitudes. And that means that at least a fraction of the transients of these flashes that we're looking at, like 30-35%, appear to be due to these solar reflections of such objects. And if we think about that these transients come from images taken before the first human satellite, they do look pretty artificial.
Yeah.
You know, there are thousands, tens of thousands of these, if I understand it correctly, maybe even more. What did you think when you started to see a correlation between nuclear testing that was going on around that same time, also these UFO?
Okay, so this is something that I've been showing you guys, and if you guys got to watch my videos if you haven't. But the alien situation, I've been following up closely, and these orbs, they keep showing up where there are generally close to nuclear facilities. This is at first the theory that a lot of people on the internet started coming up with, and then it was actually confirmed by outlets that yes, these things were popping up all over nuclear facilities in December 2024, right?
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court or pay expensive upfront legal fees. Listen, if you've been in a car accident in the past,
Surprised that right now we have a comet that it doesn't look like a comet. We should keep an eye on this thing. That's what I think. And another thing that we analyzed is that these objects, whatever they are, they're coming in from the ocean. They're coming out of the ocean. And basically Atlantic Ocean and pretty close to the eastern United States coastline. And you got some of them on the Pacific side, California, and you got a bunch of these things showing up on the Pacific side, also Chile, Argentina. Anyways, let's take a look at what she has to say. This is kind of interesting.
Those sightings that were happening around the United States, that correlation, did that stick out to you right away? Were you kind of sketched out by it?
Well, like the first time when we saw that, it was by coincidence. My friend David Altman, he tells me about Washington Flap, 1952. And then by chance, I discovered that our best candidate when we were looking for a land transients also came from the same Washington 1952 flap, just from the other weekend, because it was distributed over 2 weekends. And I was like, this is weird. And then that was what formed the hypothesis that we wanted to test. Is there?
Okay, so right now I'm getting a lot of emails and comments from people saying that they have videos, sightings, things that they want to show, things they believe may actually be related somewhat to the alien situation. So send it over to thatimpossiblechannel@gmail.com or send it over to the comment section right now. I'll be taking a look at it. So we got Dobsonian Power here online, and he is one of the astronomers that's been following 3Atlas closely. And let's see if he's actually talking about something here. He usually, where is he? Nope. Nothing for now. So he's got the live, sky, and sonar, whatever this thing is. Pretty interesting. So this is coming from ProPixel Video Analysis and Research. This guy has something, he's got something pretty amazing. Now, picture this. We've got an entire situation with aliens, whatever these things are. We're seeing orbs, drones. If you're not aware of what I'm talking about, let me show you guys a video. Let's go over to TikTok, which is easier. And we got a bunch of these videos. Most of them are fake. Let's try to find a good one. If you're not aware of what I'm talking about, the drones, the UFOs that people have been seeing all over the world, it's been amping up since November, December last year. And right now with 3Atlas incoming, it's funny how I think both things could be correlated. It's impressive how there are... Not this one. That's definitely fake. So we got almost nothing. Oh my gosh. This is like becoming, leave a comment if you're experiencing this also. Trying to search for something on the internet and not being able to. This is crazy. Well, this was 2 days ago. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, astonishing.
I'm recording. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm getting this on video. Wait, what? I had over 60.
It could be AI, like someone says in the comment section, but it could be real also. You got a 10-second video, really high quality. Nothing seems off. But I'm not sure that's it. This one is something. This is what a little bit of what people are seeing now a lot in the sky. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of emails right now. Yeah. Okay, so
Does anybody know what's happening? You guys know?
they're not birds. Okay.
This drone footage was recorded by Christian on May 3rd in Norway. He managed to capture a rapidly moving object on the right side of the screen. The acceleration of the craft...
That's interesting. Does not look real to me, but yeah, I don't know. Could be wrong. Okay, so one of the most recent sightings was in Argentina, I think, right? Colombia.
Papi, ¿no lo ves? Míralo en el teléfono. ¿Qué vaina será esa, verdad?
Yeah, so you see how it's actually behind the clouds. This is what
Oh, no.
actually disturbed a lot of people. I did a video on this sighting on Colombia, and thank you very much, guys, because I think this was actually someone on the comment section on a live stream that sent it to me, so I'm very thankful for that.
Ahí estamos viendo un fenómeno que se ha aparecido en este momento allá en el cielo. Es una luz entre azul y verdosa, es toda rara.
Okay, so let's see what we have here. Someone just sent me this. If you want to send me videos, things that are happening right now, that's impossiblechannel@gmail.com. You may also want to try that impossiblechannel@gmail.com. So this was where? Thailand. Oh, really? So we got one in Russia, one in Thailand, and another one. Wait, what? So we got a lot of these things happening right now. What? Right now? What's going on? A bunch of comments and are you serious? What's going on? This is like the third in a row. Look at the size of this thing. That's huge. That is huge. What in the world? Wow. This was in Ecuador. October 28th, just a few hours ago, I'm guessing. Well, thank you very much, guys. If you have any more information you want to send it over by the chat, the comments here, or that impossiblechannel@gmail.com. Let's take a look at what you guys are saying. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, I truly think this is it. We're currently in the height of a Tard meteor stream every year at the same time. Exactly. This is one of the things that's happening. Exactly. Yeah. So let's see what else we got. We got...
Seeing here is the glow of light around the object from scattering sunlight, and the question is, what is producing that light? You know, what is scattering sunlight? And the unusual thing about it, as soon as this was released, the comet experts said, "Oh yeah, now it's proven it's a comet."
So what he points out is that the light that the comet is producing is backwards. It's not. It doesn't have a tail. The light is in its front, like it has a headlight.
I said, look, it's the sun-facing emission that is elongated. It's not the other side. The extent of the glow backwards, away from the sun, is the same as sideways.
Yeah. So he's one of the first guys to talk about this. It's kind of weird, but you know. So you got former, let's take a look at this video. This is former governor of Nuevo Leon, Jaime Rodriguez, posted on his official Facebook account a series of impressive recordings that show an orange orb, and he claims that it appeared near the ranch in Camolet. We're going to be taking a look and see if we can find the original video, but I'm going to trust this source for now. This is Jaime Musan. This guy's a researcher, ufologist. He has a TV program. Let's take a look at this video. So these are some of the orbs and UFOs that people have been seeing a lot lately. If this has anything to do with reality, I am researching this. There's a lot of people onto this. We'll find out. So I have one small problem with this video. I pretty much believe in UFOs and aliens, and I think there possibly something out there. But am I crazy, or is this video cut into 7-second videos? That could be Sora. I don't know if you guys know that. There's an AI that can actually produce videos, and the limit is 7 seconds. So I'm not sure. I'm just getting the impression here that this video is cut into 7-second edits. Hope not. Hope not. Yeah. Hope this isn't the case. Yeah, I'm guessing there are some cuts that are longer than 7 seconds, but this is interesting because if it's fake, it's actually just portraying a real situation. There's a lot of people who saw these things. Now, so this is an interesting video from this guy, Dr. Gregory Rogers. He's got something pretty interesting to talk about through Atlas. I've shown this in this live stream before, but I can play this video again. I see some people asking this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gregory Rogers. I used to be a flight surgeon for the United States Air Force and for NASA, Chief of Aerospace Medicine at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. One thing that I would
So if you
like...
got videos, pictures, information, something you want to talk about, send it over to thatimpossiblechannel@gmail.com. Leave a comment right now. I'll be sure to link it up here.
To address right now is that there are so many stories and competing stories about what all is going on with 3i Atlas. So I want to add my 2 bits to it. I don't want to focus on all of the different strange anomalous things that so many other people have brought up, especially Dr. Avi Loeb, but I want to discuss just the chemistry. When I worked with the space program, I knew about the...
So she's saying that she has a lot of recordings on her account. As you can see, she's got like 200 views each video, and she's been quiet about it. But when she went out and talked about this, it was viral. What the hell is going on with this lady? And this is what she has to say. So, wait.
Hi, I am.
Oh gosh, really? I'm gonna have to go back to the video here. Where is it?
Light came on and went off, and then a third one came on and went off, and then all I remember is looking up at the sky, and I have no memory. And so I wake up and I'm in a position like I've never, like I don't sleep that way. I sleep on my back because I'm 36 and I'm scared to get more wrinkles, as I know I'm going to, but at least I like sleep on my back to try to help it, I guess. And then when I woke up, it felt like someone took a screwdriver up the left side of my nose. Like it was pounding, and I mean pounding, and my head was pounding, like severely pounding, to the point like for 3 weeks I didn't work. I laid in bed. Like I felt awful. And it wasn't from a sickness, it wasn't flu or nothing. It was just my head was like pounding, my nose was pounding. And so I don't know what happened. I'm just saying I've had 2 different people.
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, like, you should have at least reported that. That's crazy. This is a video coming in from a subscriber of ours, Cindy. Oh, it's not publicly available. Oh, damn. That's bad. How did I end up here? Yeah, okay, so the link, Cindy, leads me to the post, not the video, so that's why it's not playing. Let me see what else we have here. Okay, so Turkey. We got something coming in from Turkey. And we're going to check 3i Atlas in a minute. Oh yeah, that footage is awesome. It's actually...
As a center admin, I've seen a lot of different people come through here. We had a student
project. That's amazing. Let's take a look at what we have here. Dubsonium Power, maybe someone tracking 3i Atlas live right now. What do we have? Okay, so wait, he stopped the live stream. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's about it. Yeah. Okay, guys, so that's it for now. Let's check Twitter, but I think that's it. Let's see if we have anything on 3i Atlas. Okay, so we have, this is the Schumann resonance. So what they were talking about, the no information after that. What does that mean? Oh my gosh, it's coming in from the White Rabbit on Twitter. Old account. This is bizarre, okay. Oh, JD talked about aliens.
I'm a mad UFO lunatic
Me
as
too.
well.
Yeah.
So, and you said, I think the Ruthless podcast.
Oh, really, JD? Didn't know that.
That you were going to, in August, you were going to figure out what happened. So have you
that was a little
managed-
tongue in cheek. I've not figured it out yet. I haven't had the time to figure it out yet.
But you've got access to all this.
I do. And I
classified-
really want to sort of dig into it. You know, Marco's actually very interested